It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. And he's got some space here. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Love. And it's incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
On 3rd down, Love. Going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. This is Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This throw caught left side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He's brought 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Those big receivers, you got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Catanzaro's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Packers nothing.
Love now on second down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. Pass them. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it. But the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Gerald Everett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up for the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 20 and down to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer first down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll let one go deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes left side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Score, Packers 14, Vikings 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Henry with a run on 1st down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
6-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Double team, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Again, it's Love. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Packer 1st down.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Final play of the half, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
3rd and 3.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 2. Love with it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The 11-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
That means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw again. He's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Pushes past him, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
22-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Vikings 13.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he retains it here to his own 18-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Love steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that's a touchdown, but hold on on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
First down, here's White. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Pardon me, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Henry. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And some room to work. It's a big run there by Henry. 46 yards. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll run with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
27-yard attempt.
Catanzero's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You talk about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Charles on the losing side of things. You know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation.